This is a short video to quickly introduce Polifonia's WP2, WorkPackage2. My name is Albert Meroño Peñuela. I'm an assistant professor in computer science at King's College London, and I am the leader of WorkPackage2. I think the honest answer to that question is that a lot of the data that's important for both the project and European musical cultural heritage is very much disseminated. It's contained in many various different places, and it comes in different formats. It's really hard to leverage as a whole, right? So the job of WorkPackage2 is to develop ontologies and knowledge graphs and data integration pipelines to make sure that all those different data collections that are very important for the project and very relevant for European music and European music history can be put together and can be used together for higher goals, for bigger ends. Now, what are we working on in WorkPackage2? I think it's important to mention three different things that are important outcomes of WorkPackage2. So the first one is what we call the Polifonia ontology network. So the Polifonia ontology network is a set of ontologies that are designed to integrate, to facilitate the integration of all these European cultural musical datasets that are spread elsewhere. And the ontology network provides resources to model all those datasets under the same umbrella. So it's a data integration tool. We have collected competency questions from a broad set of pilots in the project, and we would be very much interested in also considering competency questions from external stakeholders. So the first outcome, Polifonia ontology network. The second outcome is the number of relevant datasets that we are able to integrate, partly thanks to the Polifonia ontology network, but also partly thanks to techniques that we are developing in the work package to integrate all these different datasets under one sole space. And an interesting example of this is a large integration effort we're doing on harmony, on chord annotation data that we are gathering from 18 different sources and putting together under one same data set. And in this particular case, we're doing it on chord annotations, but the same framework would work for many other kinds of data sets. So the second big block, I would say, is integrated data. That's what we are working on. And the third contribution is what we call link discovery. So techniques that rely on different methods, including machine learning, to discover relationships between different data sets in this context of European cultural musical heritage. An example would be, we have a set of knowledge graphs representing, for example, chords or notes in historical European music. And thanks to graph neural networks and other techniques that we're deploying, we can find relationships between these different data sets based on their harmonic similarity or based on patterns that they share that let us complete them. For example, find who the composer of something was for which we have that missing information, and other related pieces of data. Well, I think there are three different sets of stakeholders that could be potentially interested in what we're doing. The first one is music companies. right? So any company that makes their business model on top of music and musical culture could be potentially interested in these outcomes, because essentially we can provide techniques and pipelines to expand their data sets, the data sets that they're using for their business. So I think that's an important set of stakeholders. The second important set of stakeholders is cultural heritage institutions. So we think it could be really interesting to explore the applicability of these link discovery techniques for example, for museum exhibitions, right? So to be able to have this very dynamic, very efficient way of finding correspondences and links between different cultural heritage assets and artifacts could be something potentially very interesting for museums. And the third set of interested partners would be scholars, universities, academic institutions, because we think that all these data sets have an enormous potential for musicological research, not just for digital musicology, but also for music information retrieval, for machine learning, for multimodal research, interdisciplinary research, digital humanities, because of this aspect of being able to put together large amounts of data that are interconnected between them.